Nikki here from Cluckin' Nuts, and this morning we are going to check on Blueberries babies. We're on day 4 with them, so we like to check our baby bunnies roughly every day through the first week to 10 days, just to make sure that they've got fat bellies, that everybody's looking good, and that mom hasn't over cleaned or that she has stopped feeding the babies. So with Blueberry, we have to be really careful because she is one of our slightly aggressive does. She's really protective of her babies, and so I'm going to bribe her this morning with a little bit of red raspberry leaf. Alright, so on top of fat bellies, this is what we're looking for right here. See that little pudgy belly? You can tell that she is feeding. And so we will go through and we will check every single one of these little cuties. Here's another one that has a really good little fat belly on it. Aren't they just the cutest? Aren't they just the cutest little thing you ever seen? He's so wiggly. So it looks like she is feeding everybody really well. She did end up having 8 of them, so we're really excited about that. Going to be canning some cranberries today. So canning cranberries is relatively easy. I have about 13 cups of cranberries here, and you're going to put roughly about 1.5 cups per each jar. Then you'll add about 1/2 cup of whatever sweetener. It could be sugar, it could be honey, it could be maple syrup, whatever kind of sweetener you want to add to your jars. So we're going to get about 1.5 cups of cranberries in each jar. So I still have a little bit left, and you can go back and add a little bit more. You can roughly add anywhere from 1.5 cups to 2 cups. So we roughly have probably about 1.75 cups because I used the last little bit I had to finish filling these up a little more. So for the sweetener of choice, we're going to be using coconut sugar today. And I'm going to be adding about 1/2 cup of coconut sugar per jar. So for this one, I ended up not having enough coconut sugar for. So I'm just going to top off a little bit more with maple syrup. And a lot of times this is our sweetener of choice, is maple syrup. Alright, now that you got your cranberries and your sweetener in, now you're going to top it with boiling water to about 1 inch of headspace, which is probably roughly about right here. Right at the rim there. So once you have your water in there, you just want to take a skewer or even the back of a spoon and just kind of stir it just a little bit. You just want to release the air bubbles up. You don't want to knock your berries out though. And you just want to do this with all of them. So once you've debubbled your jars, you might have to adjust the headspace by adding just a little bit more boiling water to make it right up in here and be even. And now we're going to wipe the rims, and it's just vinegar is all I use, just a white vinegar and a rag. And you're just going to clean the rims. Because if you have anything stuck on these rims, they will not seal properly. Mm-hmm. So I've had my lids boiling in hot water just to kind of help soften the edges a little bit.
Yes.
And if you don't have one of these magnets for canning, you really should get one. Alright, time to get them in the canner. So I was able to get 7 jars into this black canner of mine. Here I'm just topping off the water just a little bit. You want to make sure that it's at least an inch or two over the top of your jars when you're water bath canning. Put the lid on, and then you want to bring it to a rolling boil before you actually start your timer. And we're going to be processing these for 25 minutes. After that time is done, you're going to turn off the canner and let your canner sit for 5 minutes before you take the lid off and remove the jars. Then just let your jars sit overnight on a towel before checking them in the morning. So we'll do a seal test on these in the morning and just label them, and you want to let these set for roughly 4 to 6 weeks before you open them. I will link the recipe below, and if y'all give it a try, give me a shout and tell me how it worked out for you. Bye. Okay.
Okay. I got scared of it.